common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag.
Had to triple my bag.
Wow.
Had to triple my bag.
Wow.
Had to triple my bag.
Yeah.
Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
All right, what's up? Todd Butterfield, me by myself today. Nick's busy, but as we've been saying, Nick and I maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll jump on here Tuesdays and Thursdays, possibly maybe a little more stock orientated. But just want to jump on here, Bitcoin down 2,500. I want that break I mentioned down to, I think I was saying 107.5, 108. And see how my indicators looked. I mean, they didn't get much better. Selling's been kind of contained. We did have the Dow run up. Let's zoom into these charts a little bit. Again, Bitcoin breaking down below that 109.5 level. As expected, technometer 42.23. So again, nothing to get too excited about yet on the downside. Elliott wave, I'm not sure how you want to count this, but for our Wyckoff indicators, for now I'm just going to be sitting on the sidelines. Ethereum, after selling up there at 41.70 or so, did take out the low from 2 days ago. I mentioned maybe could reach down to 37.04's low. We're sitting here at 38.91. Technometer up a little bit today at 44. So again, nothing there to write home about. Let's look at the Dow Jones. You can see the oversold readings in the Dow Jones have always led pretty well in this last bull trend, has picked the lows. We're sitting here still at oversold, so the technometer readings would tell you selling's been overdone and we can continue to bounce. The action in the last 2 days, you know, is it a correction or the start of another downtrend? If the Dow stocks and S&P give it up and take out these lows from a few days ago, I think you'd obviously bring in more selling, and that would have to spill over to the crypto. So that's what's keeping me a little bit on the sidelines here. I mean, this is an area where stocks probably need to hold if we're headed higher. Any more weakness from here is going to leave me a little bit more bearish on stocks. Then I want to see how crypto acts. So that was the DJI. Here's the SPY. You see technometer here is 42.26. So definitely still leaves some open to the downside. QQQ. Same type of thing. Technometer is 39.6, which is as oversold as it's been in a while. This Elliott wave count obviously is bearish, but again, we got to see more weakness later today, tomorrow, I would think. TLT is taking out the previous highs. I mentioned I didn't want to see the high at 89.70 taken out. We did take that out. Now we're taking out the previous highs. I really wasn't expecting that. I mean, bonds are bid a few days ago because stocks were collapsing, but they're still staying bid here, I guess, with the Fed talk and the new possible member talking about lower rates. And gold continues to rock and roll. You can see there, after the smash, Thursday, Friday, coming right back, bolting to new highs again. Again, somewhere I think you got to have a blow off top, but I don't want to be the one to try to call that. While we're here, let's go over No real action on the chat today. Let's go to my list of stocks here. ASTS finally come under some pressure. I talked about that needing to slow down. ATRC still in a trading range. Not happy about that. CORT trying to bounce off the lows. Guidant Health did go to a new high for the move. So got decent profits there of $12. I would think that one could continue still higher from that accumulation range. IONQ also taking some heat now, 85 to 66. LNT, new highs for the move and then a little selling the last few hours. MJ, I talked about still sideways to lower. Try to buy back what I sold there at pretty big gains, 80% gains. NBR, nothing to write home about, still long there. NNE, I missed the sell yesterday, as I mentioned. Just wanted a little bit higher. Today getting slapped. Still got some profits, but not happy about that action. Nothing to say on Sherwin-Williams and Winnebago. TMO up $9 today, bouncing back to near levels where I sold. So again, nothing to add there. LAES. I would think probably could put a resistance line there. Also could have had one right here at this level. Could have been a selling climax automatic rally. I don't have much to add between price and volume. Everything's pretty well in lockstep. So again, not much to add. If I put that there, change that to Technometer 42. Again, not much to add there, Yannick. Momentum scans. I've talked about Boot being a longer term holding for some of my accounts. It did run up to the new highs. You've had the momentum scan get a little whipsawed up here. It got back along this morning's opening. You can see our volume is coming down to new lows for this complete move while Boot is right back to resistance. Normally that's pretty good action. So I got a feeling this thing's going to catch support up here at 180. And still bust through the highs at 191. So I'm still trying to hold that longer term. Bought that down at 80, I think it was months ago. SMR is a recent buy. Bought it yesterday, had a big day. Today right back down. NPR has been one that broke through resistance. Maybe backing up to resistance, so that's maybe something to watch. A lot of these stocks have earnings coming up in the next week or so, so I'd be careful with that. DUOL is one that I mentioned. I bought a little bit of that down here. I think I got break even. Marvel is one that I wanted to come down. I mentioned 82.50. Almost got that, but maybe coming down again. You got Technometer oversold yesterday. Still watching that one. Coors was one I mentioned. For pro traders, WyckoffSMI.com pro traders, $40 a month for Wyckoff ideas, or $20 a month if you're in the crypto Discord. Core still there at 1978. You can see momentum is purple buys, gold is momentum sells. Took a lot of that gain, small losses, and now back long again at right around 16. I jumped on it the other day at 1887, I believe. So $1 profit, nothing to brag about, but I thought that one, if markets would firm up, maybe could still start a bull run. So we're watching that one. PSTG was a nice buy. You can see there at 59 before earnings. I did get out of that at 88. It's trading 92. BE is one that I watched. That one got away from me. Hard to buy stock. It went from 15 to 40 without any type of pullbacks, and then it ignited to 125. Then Tesla, as I mentioned before, still looking to re-enter, but earnings on Tesla is the 22nd. I don't want to jump into that. I would hope for a little bit of negative earnings surprise or something and get a break to that 411 to 396 level, and then I probably would get on it. Uber. I have nothing on this chart. You can see we were as oversold as we've been since the lows back here at 61. Just in the last couple of days here around 94. Again, earnings coming up in the next couple of weeks. That one might be okay to purchase sometime here soon. Lyft, much stronger short term. I mean, that one had a nice breakout here. We did get oversold on that break to 1975, where we're actually at. That one could be interesting here shortly as well. Keep an eye on that one. I'm going to put a couple alarms on that. SOUN I mentioned, I know there a week ago I wanted something down below 1734 to 1660. Didn't get it. Right back to 22. Still watching some of these. I really want to see stocks pull back, reset some of these momentum names, and then I think person could jump right back in on some of them. Bitcoin 108, 113. Ethereum 3882. Again, as I've been showing, our technometer has picked basically all these recent highs a little bit early there at 120. But it's going to take a rally to get me another sell signal. So we think I'm going to get a buy somewhere down here and then see how the rally after that is to see if we have any strength. Not much else to add. Ripple, as we all know, had the big break. I would think that could get below 230 and spike a little bit, maybe jump on that. Looks like some of our usual people aren't in here at the moment. So I'm going to wrap it up. Be ready for the stock close. Again, I just want to jump on here, give any current update. I still look for lower. Dow's down 350. Let's look for lower. Maybe Nick and I will be on here tomorrow. Let me run a disclaimer and see if anybody else has any questions. Otherwise, I'm going to stop the show. So here's a disclaimer.
There's a high degree of risk involved in trading stocks and cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns.
Litecoin. Same type of thing. Looks like a break at 90. Maybe bring in a little bit of selling. That was the low there 6 trading sessions or so ago. You got new lows in the volume today. That would one I would buy when I get bullish on everything else in general. Real-time trades, patreon.com/learncrypto. Manage stock assets at Charles Schwab and crypto assets through trading APIs. So, or just join us here and hopefully get a little bit of free alpha. What's up, Shane? we are good here. Nick and I trying to get back on here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Maybe Tuesdays, Thursdays, or any major price action. All right, that's all I've got. I'm going to end the show here and probably catch you tomorrow. Fourth quarter for Bitcoin. I'm looking for some type of low here to buy. And then if we start to rally, I'll probably trail stops, see how much strength can come in. I usually like to try to pick some turns and then see action after that to maybe give me an Elliott wave count, etc. Right now, I'm still on the sidelines. Only long Bitcoin from hodl positions, going back to late 2016. Looking for the next trade setup. See on Bitcoin, I sold positions at 116,860, I believe it was, up there at 120,700. I gave a sell based on our technometer. And for right now, we're on the sidelines. Looks like not a very good close today in the Dow and crypto, so I'm gonna look for lower end of tomorrow. Again, that's all I got, so I'm out of here. Until tomorrow.